There's Karen getting her pole ready. About 7 miles this walk. I'm not going to film it all, but you might see bits of it.
You didn't take me.
This is just the path down from the car park to the coast path. It's not the best bit. A bit rocky underfoot, but got to be done. Nearly at the end of the track, moving out onto the fields before we drop right down to the beach. Well, once we've got down to the beach, which is somewhere down in those trees there, we go up to the side and then we skirt along that field you can see there, along the tree line, along the edge, and then up into those trees and over the top. Another one of those compulsory styles. You miss a style.
I know. I thought you might like to climb over that one.
Spoil sport. Right, this is a bit steeper down to the beach now. If you look in the distance, if I can get it to focus. I'm looking a bit further into the dark. I think that bit right on the distance, the really hazy stuff, is the other side of the X. And pretty much everything this side of the X from here, I've walked in the last 6 months. Right. Onwards and downwards. Now just an aside as we're here, doesn't that field look a lot steeper now we're down a bit lower and closer to it? Oh well, another 5 minutes I'll be on it. Well, maybe 10. Right, so there you go, gives you an idea where we are. That says 2/3 of a mile to where we started from. But, we're going up there, but only after we've gone down here. Right, well, we're nearly down the bottom. There's the way up the other side. Disappears and zigs up through that lot. Now if I pan around to face east, there's the Napoli. If I want to zoom in, you should be able to see. I think they've mostly got rid of it now. That's it, yeah. Unfortunately that's as close as we're going to get today, because we're going the other way. Right, well this is the low point on the walk. We don't get much lower than this. It's also the hardest terrain. These bloody stones. But at least it's only 100 yards or so. Look, she slowed right down. There you go, and there's the way up the other side. And it goes up through there somewhere. Fingers crossed we'll make it. Might not take so much footage in the next bit because it's all uphill and quite knackering. There we go, look. More steps. I'm still not that far off the beach. Never mind. Onwards and upwards now. Quite pleasant. If I found out about it, I did run up those. So I'm having a rest. watching Karen come up. Another indication of where we are. We're to the other side now, and we're on that field which goes up there. This is not muddy today. I think we started somewhere over there. You can see the track we came down there, and then the field we came down. Fortunately we didn't have to go in that field with that ball. Well, at the top of the hill, at the field, it still goes up. I'm knackered. There's down, somewhere down there. There she is. Here's Karen. Right, I'm going to wait here for her to catch up. Right, how knackered is she looking? You looking knackered?
Yes, thank you.
Sure?
Yeah.
Good. Rather helpfully the sign says go that way, rather than straight ahead into that crap. Oh look, along a nice path. What you don't know about here is that at the moment I'm overpowered by the smell of wild garlic, which I don't think is Karen.
No,
might be.
Thank you very much, it isn't me today.
There you go, relentlessly onwards and upwards. Up and up and up and up. This is the worst bit of this walk. It hurts. The other thing about here is that the sun's coming out, so it's quite warm. It's a hazy sun, but it's out. And it's stupidly humid in here, which is making it much harder than it should. Never mind. Once we get to the top, we'll have a nice bit of flat for a few hundred yards. So that's what gets demoralising. Look, that says Weston mouth a quarter of a mile, which means that reckons it's only a quarter of a mile since we were on the beach. It was a lot further than that. Right, this is where we double back and carry on up. You see, look, looks like we're taking a diversion off piste. Karen knows that down there there's a bench on the cliff edge looking out to sea. Let's go and take some pictures. There you go, and there's enough again. A bit further away this time, thankfully. Right, see that there? That's got my name on it. As you can see, we're nearly at the top. That's not quite true because there's a little bit higher beyond that, but we're nearly there. What you can't see is a dirty great down and up again. That's the other side of this. But hey ho, we'll be there soon. You see, you do get some reasonable views. That's part of what I like about this coast path lark. There's some decent views to be had. Of course, down this stretch, the Napoli is a constant. And you know roughly where you are based on how small it is in the viewfinder. Walking along mind your own business, and you come across unnecessary drops like that. What's that all about then?
There's Dave going off, taking a lead. This is quite a nice walk actually here. This is up on the top, Dunscombe. In the back here, these lumps and mounds are all old lime kilns. It's very good. There he is, disappearing off round the corner. Fine. This is the view from the top. That's where we're going, over that way, where those trees are. And there's Dave looking at the view down the cliff. It's quite a good view today. We think off in the mist we can probably see at least as far as Barry Head. And off we go for the next bit of the walk.